All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts after AMC has just announced that they're going to be doing another Walking Dead spin-off series. And you heard it right, man. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check this one out. They've got it over at comicbook.com. It is new Walking Dead spinoff being developed by AMC. So yes, I can't believe this, but yeah, man, another Walking Dead spinoff series, dude. Another one. This is crazy. Okay, it says AMC has confirmed that it is in active development of a new Walking Dead spinoff series, which will be the third show in the franchise, alongside the main Walking Dead series and Fear the Walking Dead, which you could say they've technically said Fear the Walking Dead is a companion series. So if you want to be technical about it, I guess this is the first spin-off series. Whatever. It's another spin-off series. Well, Fear the Walking Dead is a spin-off series. You know, it's a companion series, but yeah, whatever. They're doing another one. Okay, so it says here the announcement was made during AMC's network quarterly earnings call with Wall Street analysts. Here's what AMC COO Ed Carroll revealed. So again, money meeting, right? The recent money meeting, he said, we're not at a stage where we'll be announcing its plans to premiere, Carroll said, but we have hired creative people that have pitched story outlines. We feel very good about the development of that series. We're not in a position to talk about partnerships in terms of other territories or ancillary windows, other than that there's a healthy appetite for it, and we've had a number of conversations with a lot of players in the space. So then it goes into, it's not all that surprising to hear AMC is trying to open up a new avenue for The Walking Dead to continue. The main series has seen its two main characters, Rick and Carl Grimes, both leave the series. Maggie, Lauren Cohen, has stepped away for the foreseeable future. Jesus, Tom Payne, just opted to be killed off. Well, sort of, kind of, not really. They're just going to kill him anyway. Even if he didn't want to do it, they probably would have done it anyway. Michonne Denai-Guerrero will be stepping away in Season 10, with rumors of other cast members also looking toward the exit. Despite all that, the show is currently enjoying its most critically acclaimed season, according to Rotten Tomatoes, and still has a loyal fan base that makes it a major TV contender, cable TV contender. Then it says there's also more exciting event content on the horizon, including Andrew Lincoln's return and AMC's planned The Walking Dead movies, and the main series once again having a major crossover with Fear the Walking Dead. So while the main show seems to indeed be losing steam, it's just as arguable the franchise overall is starting to branch out. Carroll addressed the question of how the Walking Dead franchise is aging, stating that we are well aware that when a show has been around for 9 years, you would expect viewership to be declining, but I think we've managed that and managed that well, Carroll said. When The Walking Dead is no longer part of the channel, I think that will have more of an impact on revenue than on income, because generally expenses go up as seasons continue and viewership declines. That's just a general pattern with any show that's been around as long as The Walking Dead has. So he kind of touches on here expenses going up a little bit, and then but actually if they were to actually end the show anyway, it would. Well, I guess he's kind of saying that that's just kind of the general trend of things. But even if The Walking Dead does wrap up eventually, there's still, in terms of income, he's saying that it'll probably be somewhat comparable, because they do invest a lot in The Walking Dead, and that does make sense. I mean, if you look at Fear the Walking Dead, it's pretty obvious they don't put as much into Fear as they do the original canon Walking Dead series. At least that's what it appears. It appears like it's a very cheap series to make in comparison. So as a result, in terms of the actual income it's going to make, it's going to be pretty good. So, okay, so that's basically all there was to be said about this one. So it's pretty much announcing that there's going to be another Walking Dead spinoff series in development, which will put it at 3 series running, concurrently or running each year, right? As things go through here. So the new creative people they've hired, what their different ideas are, and they're pitching for storylines. Man, this one's really strange, really crazy to hear. They said kind of on comicbook.com they thought it was a bit, or it was kind of expected. I personally did think it was kind of expected because with me, like as I was looking at it, interest in The Walking Dead has been declining, right? And it's luckily this year, because the season has been so good and they've handled it so well and done such a good job, it's basically stayed pretty stable, over the course of the year. Over the course of the year, your viewership has been pretty much stable, and it hasn't gone down as much as a lot of us thought it might after Rick left. So that's a huge win for them, and they're continuing on, and they're doing their thing, and that's great to see. Adding on another spin-off series. So I've kind of given my idea on this one already, and it is that basically as your demand goes down, it's usually not a good idea to further increase the supply. That's kind of the opposite of what you normally do. But granted, this is a television series, so it's not as simple as something like, like a food service, let's say, or something like that, where, if you have you're selling such and such so many whatever, let's say it's burgers or pizza or something, and of course the demand goes up, then you're gonna produce more, and you're gonna have more ready for people when they come through. So if you use fast food, for example, you're gonna come through, you have certain amount of food ready because you kind of know where the trend is going to be, and you match the demand with a prepared supply. And if the demand goes up, then you increase the supply up. In this case, it's kind of the opposite of what they're doing. They're increasing Walking Dead supply as the demand is going down, and I guess in a way, it's probably to show confidence in what they're doing. Of course, at this kind of a meeting, it sounds to me like it would be something that would be done to increase confidence, to say, hey, Walking Dead, okay, it's been declining, that's normal, but hey, we're doing even more, right? We're going to do a spin-off series and that and everything. So, and they have said recently that the show, even though it doesn't have the same viewership as it used to, they have alternate revenue streams with Premiere and stuff like this, so they're doing just fine. And how the show is doing overall has been pretty stable, and it's still really, really doing well for them. So this one is really tricky to see how this is going to go. So you already have 16 episodes of the original Walking Dead series. Then you have another 16 for Fear the Walking Dead, which puts us at 32. That's already quite a bit. Now you have to add on the movie on top of that, which is going to be its own kind of movie trilogy, and you're going to have Rick in that, and we might even see Michonne in it. We'll see if that happens. So you're adding on another one for that, so that's another weekend a year. So you're basically like 33, probably starting next year when it gets done eventually. So you've got like 33, weekends, or 33 premiere dates a year for Walking Dead. Now you're going to add on another one. So how many episodes a year will they do? Will they do the same kind of timeline as the other series, or will they do kind of another attempt at sort of like a Fear the Walking Dead or something like this? Will they do like a prequel or something? There's a lot of questions about how this would go, or what they would do with this. And I think that with them, having some creative people pitch different ideas, they're probably thinking of a lot of different plans, a lot of different things that they could do. And what they decide to do, we'll have to actually see what it ends up being. But could it be that maybe they're planning on ending Fear the Walking Dead and doing a spinoff, or collapsing the original series and doing a spinoff for that or something? I think they probably won't collapse the original series, because they'll want that to go on as long as possible, as they've kind of said. They probably want that to run 20 seasons or whatever it is. But to add on another full run, like, can you guys imagine if there was 16 for the original Walking Dead, 16 for Fear, and then you did another 16 for another new show, which would be another spinoff series in a couple years here? Then you're looking at 32, 48, right? And then maybe a movie, so it's like 50 or 49. And movies like a couple episodes, really, maybe, or like 3. Let's say a movie's like 3 episodes or something. You're getting to the point where you're almost at a new episode of something Walking Dead every Sunday or every week for the entire year. Which is, that's a little crazy, right? It's very counterintuitive to me. It's very strange to hear that they're going to go forward with that, unless they have some really good ideas, or it's just like, the thing about it is The Walking Dead is such a hit property, and even Fear the Walking Dead is continuing on. It's going to be in its 5th year already here coming up soon. And it's difficult for them to create other series that are able to match that kind of demand. And even if The Walking Dead is only getting like 5 million or 6 million views an episode, or even 4.5 or something US, compared to another series they do, which might only get 1 or half of one, does it make sense for them to just keep pumping out more and more Walking Dead? Or will this kill it because it'll saturate it down to the point where it's like every weekend there's something on and people can't keep up, and you're diluting the product down too much to the point where it's like, oh, it's too much, it's killer, right? It's overload, right? Because even me, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, as you guys know. You guys here too, we're some of the biggest Walking Dead fans there are. And even me, I'm like, I don't know if I can commit to 48, 49, 50 weeks a year. Like every weekend, it's kind of crazy. Like, even for me to do reviews with you guys and videos and stuff, I'm like, I don't know if I can do reviews every single week of the damn year. It's going to be crazy. So, I don't know, man. This one is really, let's keep it with that for today. I was thinking about doing some Q&A questions with you guys, but since this is happening now, and it's not just rumors, it's not just, thinking about what they might do or hearsay, since we're finding out now that they are going to be doing a 3rd series, which again will put it to almost an episode, every weekend if it's a full 16 episode order, or if it's even half or it's less, that'll still put it to like 40 weeks a year or something like this. A lot of weeks a year for Walking Dead. I mean, I love Walking Dead as much as you guys do, you know it. But even I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just, it's so much. But I guess what it comes down to is if the quality is really good, if they're able to come up with some really good ideas and do something that's really cool, and they've got a pretty good budget to work with, then maybe it could be cool. But Fear the Walking Dead is one that people always complained about over the years. And, if they add on another series on top of that, but then again, on a positive side, people could say, well, I don't like Fear, so I'm not going to watch that, but maybe I'll check out this new spinoff series. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. They certainly are taking The Walking Dead for everything it's worth. 3 series, and movies, and Ride with Norman Reedus, and Talking Dead, and, I don't know, man. It's crazy stuff. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video today, those are my thoughts on it. I think it might be a bit much. But that's if they do 16 episodes. If they do more like 6 or 8, maybe it's okay. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What's the response from the community? Thumb up the video below if you don't mind. Share it, favorite it. Check out my Patreon below if you want to join the herd, if you want to help support the channel into the foreseeable future and help Trev's channel to continue. Click the link in the Patreon to do so. Also, I got Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, you want to add me on that and everything. Link will be in the description for that too. And I'll see you guys again soon for another Walking Dead video, probably tomorrow or the next day. As always, it's Trev. Well, Sunday, of course, there will be a review and all that. Saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.